What's going on, BamFam? Up here at BlackJack Harley-Davidson. I've actually been here for an hour and a half because I completely forgot that they open at noon on Sundays. So, we're gonna go in, we're gonna get my bike, hang on for the ride. Bam, bam. So this is what the inside of a dealership looks like whenever it's open. Well, when it first opens, rather. Get all the old bikes, all the old inventory, used inventory, not old, used, hanging out. They're moving them all outdoors right now, and then you got the new inventory sitting here waiting on y'all to come buy it. Dan looks super cool, as always.
Ride the purple dinosaur here.
Yeah, you are. That thing's sexy. Finally back on the bike. Yes, I am aware that my check engine light is on. I'm also aware that I need gas, so that's where we're heading first. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the reveal footage. I'm trying to learn how to do like cinematic slow-mo reels and whatnot, so bear with me. Also, my video is going to look a little bit different today because I got these fancy things called ND filters, neutral density filters for the GoPro to let less light in. So I'm hoping that it balances out some of the sky and, you know, all the colors down here and all of that good stuff. So let me know in the comments below how you like this. But let me tell you, it feels so damn good being back on my baby. I missed her so much. All right, what you doing here, fella? Right, here we go. Okay, so a few things that got done to the bike. Obviously, the wheels got powder coated red. I believe the color I chose is called Lollipop Translucent. So, sexy freaking color. I got the tank painted, and you see I got the Harley logo on the side there. It was done in candy red as well, that way it matches the wheels. Completely different painter and powder coaters. They had no idea what colors I was choosing, and it turned out to be a perfect match. It's awesome. Another thing I did was I went ahead and purchased the flush mount gas caps, so y'all don't have to stare at this weird like empty thing there anymore, and it looks so much cleaner. I'm so very excited for everything that I got done to the bike. Holy, can't talk. Another little topic that I wanted to hit on today, my boy Bones and Crows hit me up with another video idea, so I'm gonna take it. So Bones and Crows, thank you for the video idea. Let's get into that. So his question was, he's thinking about doing a tuner on his bike. So he wants to know about the different kinds of tuners. When would be a good time to get a tuner? If he gets a tuner, does he need to change any components or anything like that? I'm here to tell you now, tuners change everything about your bike. It wakes the engine up so much. And if you get it properly tuned after you get a tuner, your gas mileage doesn't really go down at all. Like I have a stage 2 on my bike. I've got a cam in it. That's basically what that means. And I'm still getting 200 miles to a tank. I've got a 5-gallon gas tank on my 2020 Lowrider S. Oh man, it's the worst whenever you're caught behind traffic. Anyway, so tuners. When should you get one? Well, it's suggested that if you change the characteristics of the engine in any way, shape, or form, i.e. getting an exhaust, getting slip-ons, getting a new air cleaner, anything like that, you want to get it tuned. Typically, you can get away with one thing. For instance, if you go with a slip-on exhaust, you don't necessarily have to get a tuner because it's better if you do, because especially on the soft tails, they are very restricted. Inside the slip-on, the stock slip-on is where your cat is. It's where all the restriction comes from. So if you get a slip-on, you're completely deleting the cat. So it's really opening it up. You can get an exhaust at that point. You don't necessarily have to. I would suggest getting one. You don't necessarily have to change parts to get an exhaust. Or sorry, you don't necessarily have to swap parts in order to get a tuner put on your bike. You can, straight from the factory, throw a tune on it. It's not going to do that much for you. It's not going to really change that much for you. The bikes are already optimally tuned. They run a little bit rich from factory, but they're already optimally tuned for its exact setup. So swapping out your air cleaner, swapping out exhaust, definitely would get a tune on it. And obviously anytime after that. So if you do like engine work or something like that. So I got my bike tuned after I put the 2-in-1 exhaust, and I went with the aftermarket, or the, well, not aftermarket, it's still a Harley product, but the new air cleaner. Got it tuned, and then I got my bike tuned again after getting my stage 2 done. And it was all tuned by Bailey up there at BlackJack Harley-Davidson. He did all the work on the bike. He did the tune, everything. Ended up pushing some good numbers. I have another video on that, so y'all can check that out. Second thing, what tuner should you go with? I think the most popular tuner on the market right now is the Power Vision tuner, because it's got a lot of capabilities and you can keep the Power Vision tuner. For instance, if you were to go with a Fuel Pack 3, that Fuel Pack 3, the FP3 tuner, marries to that bike. It marries to that serial number. You can no longer take that off and put it on a different bike or anything like that, unless they've changed something. I used to have an FP3 on my 2018 Lowrider, and it was married to that bike. There was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't call the company and be like, yo, unmarry this, anything like that. It was married to that bike. So whenever I traded the bike in, it stayed with the bike. With the Power Vision, you pay the initial $300, $400, however much it is. For me personally, I got my Power Vision from Fuel Moto. So I contacted Fuel Moto. I'm like, hey guys, I bought this Power Vision tuner from you guys. Can you load a map onto my tuner, or can you send me an email with a canned map for a stage 2 with all of these components? And they're like, yep, we got you. And you can do the same thing if you get a new bike. You keep the tuner, and if you get a new bike, yes, there is an additional cost. However, it's not the same cost that you would pay for a brand new tuner. FP3, I believe, is like $400, $300. So every time you buy a new bike, you got to get a new FP3. Power Vision, you pay the $500, $400, however much it costs, and then every single time you get a new bike, or if you have multiple bikes and you want to add multiple maps onto it for all those different bikes, you contact them, hey, I have these bikes, these are the serial number, whatever information they ask for, and they'll send you a new tune for those bikes. However, the caveat is, if you send them, or if you are basically getting a new tune, so if you are getting a new bike installed map on your Power Vision, you do have to pay them $200 for a new bike. So yes, you're still spending money, but you're spending a lot less money than you would if you were to go get a new tuner every single time. That's the benefit to the Power Vision. Now, another big one is the TTS tuner. TTS tuner is really for those professionals that are trying to get every single ounce of horsepower and torque out of their bike. They're doing big engine builds, they're doing everything to their bike. So it is a good product. It is a solid product, in fact. I mean, it wouldn't be the most expensive and the highest rated out of them if it wasn't. It is an amazing product. Power comma, if you're not trying to get those big numbers, if anything like that, you will be good. You'll be great with the Power Vision. The Power Vision is just as almost just as capable. Basically, the difference is we, as normal people, won't see the differences. It's the capabilities when the bike is on the dyno. The guy running the dyno, tuning your bike, or gal, they will have a little bit more capabilities with the TTS, which is what I've been told. So, I don't know personally from first-hand experience, but that's what I gather from it. And then, of course, there's always the, hey, is there a warranty issue with it? Yes. Yes, there's a warranty issue with it. If you get an aftermarket tuner, you are getting rid of your warranty. You can backdoor it and not necessarily lose your warranty. So you basically would get an aftermarket tuner, put on your bike, and not take it to a Harley dealership so they can put it on the digital tech. Because as soon as they put it on the digital tech, it flags your VIN number and your motorcycle for having an aftermarket tuner, which voids your warranty. If you get the Harley tuner, which is capable, but it's not as capable as the Power Vision or anything like that, it won't void your warranty. So you really just have to weigh the pros and cons of what you want. So, with all that being said, I am an advocate for getting a tuner on your bike. Because that right there, baby. Obviously, I got a little bit more power because I have a stage 2, but yeah! I miss driving so much. At any rate, pros and cons. Pros, I see all pros minus losing your warranty. If you're not doing anything to your bike, if you're just going to keep a stock bike, then you're good with the stock tune that comes on the bike. If you want to go with slip-ons, you don't necessarily have to change or get a tuner, but it is recommended, especially on the soft tails. If you want to do an air cleaner kit, I would definitely get a tune. That's just my opinion. Okay, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. We talked about all the new stuff I got on my bike, did the bike reveal. I am going to go install an Edward Ritchie sissy bar, so stay tuned for that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bam Bam out.